Guys, pardon me, Deluded Gooner, Duds of the Week, my favourite one. Let's get into it. You've seen the team of the week. So yeah, let's get into it. Now, there was a lot of players who played very good this week, but there's a lot of players who played very poorly. So let's highlight them. Firstly, Mignolet. Now, I could have went with Joe Hart. His distribution was poor. Was poor against Spurs, and you could argue his distribution was at fault for at least one of the goals. I could have went with Hennessy because ultimately, although I don't think he should be here, he conceded however many goals, and yeah, you're part of a bad team. But I'm gonna go with Mignolet because Mignolet, for the two goals that Leicester scored, Liverpool conceded, he had a hand in all of them. He would have had a hand in the third if he didn't rectify his mistake. Saving the penalty. Credit to him. That was a big boy save to save the penalty, and he conned Vardy there, tricking him that he's going to go in one way. And I've heard he's got a good record when it comes to penalties. But other than that, he just don't look convincing. And game after game, he's just poor. Like, I really don't understand how Klopp can have faith in him. I'm not having digs at the player, but he isn't good enough. So Mignolet's got to be there. Aurier, I think he's going to be a decent player for Spurs. It did take a while for me to be convinced of him as a footballer. It's the last 18 months to a year in particular where I've seen his performance rise up, which I've told you guys before. And the way he plays, I like how he's aggressive, but you've got to be smarter in the Premier League because these refs are not going to allow anybody and two silly challenges to get sent off ultimately. Added to that, Marko Arnautovic was having too much joy down his side, and if he was a better player with better end product or could think quicker, West Ham might have scored and it could have been a different game for Spurs and they couldn't have got 3 points. So Aurier's got to be there. On the left-hand side of the left fullback has got to be, to partner Aurier, he's got to be Van Aanholt. I like him, but there was no tactical awareness, no sense of positioning last night slash afternoon against City. He was between, at times it was like he was playing as a right winger. I mean, what is all that about? He was playing as a right winger. He was at Sterling managed to lose him for both of his goals. He was nowhere to be seen. He just never got going. So he's got to be there. The two centre halves, Joe Gomez. I think I could have put Roque Mensah. I know he's not a centre half, but just to get into the team. But I think Joe Gomez was it was too easy for one of Vardy's goals. He didn't engage. He should have read the game. He should have read the game earlier. And especially as you are a centre half, he should have done a lot better. For me, I like him a lot, but you've got to be there. Simon Francis of Bournemouth, he just never got going against Everton. First half, poor. Second half, poor sloppy passes, getting caught, not concentrating, just didn't get running. Silly defending. So he's got to be there. So that's the back five. The midfield three is a conundrum. First, we're gonna go with Darren Fletcher. He played at Man United. He's won several things. He's captained United sides. He's been captain at West Brom. So he's an educated individual and someone that knows how to play and what you should and shouldn't do. But he was poor against Chelsea. Sloppy for Morata's first. I think he lost the ball in the middle of the park. For one of Morata's other goals, he just glided past Fletcher like Fletcher weren't there. I mean, I know his career's twining down and it's the twilight eras, but it's way too easy. So he's got to be there. Kobai's got to be in the midfield. I'm pretty sure I had him in my last one. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. He never got running again. He got robbed. He's just getting robbed in possession. He just never got going. He's a player that's got fantastic technical qualities, but he was just poor against City. So he's got to be there. I was going to put Dele Alli, not because he played bad, but because I rate him a lot as a footballer and he got his assist. But if I'm really harsh, he should have scored yesterday. And there was an opportunity at 3-1 to just put the game to bed and feed Kane and score. But he elected to hold on to it too long and it didn't happen. And I believe Dele Alli can be an extremely good footballer, but these are the things you need to get right to get to that next level. But he didn't do enough to be in here. So that's Fletcher Copai. To partner them, his Spurs teammate that's actually going to be in it, Sissoko. Sissoko never got going against West Ham. Was very poor in my opinion. And he let Spurs down for the clean sheet. The first goal, if you go and look at it, Sissoko is unaware of his man. I can't remember who scored for West Ham. I think it was Hernandez. I can't remember. But he lost. It was his man. Sissoko's completely ball watching, lost him. And considering it looked like an easy routine win, it was 3-0. It could have been a clean sheet, which Pochettino no doubt loves, and a system where they know how to defend. The defenders want that. Let the side down. So no clean sheet. You've got to be there. So that's the midfield three. Now, the front options, it is a bit political because there were a lot. I'm going to put Arnautovic because, like I just said, Aurier was getting terrorised, but equally there was no end product by Arnautovic. He's getting into positions and losing his head, electing to shoot when you should pass, overrunning it. Just a headless chicken, essentially. And a better player could have damaged Spurs and could have got a result for West Ham, who need results. His West Ham teammate, Andy Carroll, came on, disrupted the whole. Obviously, he came on because Antonio got injured, but he disrupted the whole balance of West Ham. West Ham was slightly more in the game prior to him coming on. He came on, disrupted the balance, fouling people left, right and centre. Lost the ball in the middle of the park for one of the first goals that Spurs scored, so he's got to be there. Next to them, Boney, he lost the ball in the middle of the park as well. So by that same logic, he's got to be there. So that is my duds of the week, guys. In goal, Mignolet. Right back, Aurier. Left back, Van Aanholt. Simon Francis and Joe Gomez, centre half. Cabaye, Fletcher and Sissoko in the midfield. Up front, Boney, Arnautovic and Carroll. Guys, tell me what your ones are. I'm pretty sure I'm missing out some players. Highlight the players who have been playing poorly. Tell me your sides. Thank you for watching. Don't get away without liking and subscribing. I'm out, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I love you guys.